Oscar, they chose their new host. And when I say new host, I mean this is a new host to anything, in that he hasn't hosted anything before, except Friar's Roasts.
Right, but I think I applaud it for its audacity. It's bold. I don't know if it will work, but it's definitely outside the box thinking.
Well, let me ask you this: why do you think they chose him?
Ted was so successful. Because he was good on Saturday Night Live.
How could they, base their whole show on one fucking movie? I mean, I'm personally hold on a minute. I'm personally sort of outraged by the choice of Seth MacFarlane, because I don't think that he has. He's not a proven commodity. He's never hosted anything like you said there. I think one of the reasons they chose him is because, and I haven't seen these things, but apparently he's been a guest on certain other variety shows where he's sang and danced.
Well, on the SNL.
They did announce it after SNL, so
yeah.
I'm sure that was like the final tryout.
You're right. That's a thing. But I actually think he's very likable. He's very personal. If you watch him on Real Time with Bill Maher, and very bright too, I may add. I think he can do it. Look, I mean, he's got to be better than the year they had Franco and Hathaway on. I mean, he's not going to go wander off on the Twitter. Or at least I don't think he's going to go wander off on Twitter while they're on the air. But I think I applaud it for the outside the box thinking. I think it's fine. I'm not outraged at all. I mean, what are we going to get Billy Crystal to come back, or are we going to put Whoopi Goldberg on again?
Yeah, why not?
I'd rather try something new. It can't hurt. I think it can't hurt, and if it does hurt, it won't be the first time they've messed up. Okay. So
why not go to Ricky Gervais instead? Steal Ricky Gervais away from the.
It would be that is a great choice. That is a.
But you know what?
He'd be a hypocrite, because I think he can't stand them. He thinks that's a whole bunch of phoniness, though.
Seth MacFarlane actually, I think, and who knows what he'll ultimately turn out to do. These are my hopes for him. I think that he fits the mold because he's good at biting humor, which would be the polar opposite of what Billy Crystal did last year, which was the tired humor.
Yeah.
And he's also a showman. I mean, he's really like a song and dance man. So he fits the mold in that respect too.
Right.
And these are definite show people that are producing the Oscars this year. I mean, that's the sensibility they give to it.
Right.
So I think he can give them all of that. Best case scenario, I think he's a smart guy, and I don't think he's going to come on telling tampon jokes. You know, he's not going to come on telling like Family Guy style offensive humor. I think he'll know where he is. He'll just do enough so that his zingers are memorable. That's my hope.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're right.
My second point is
I find Family Guy to be completely like reprehensible and horrible, and I hate it.
But looking at it
every
from a
single
ratings standpoint, and let me tell you this: if he can get that demographic that seems to be missing from the Academy,
he's never going to get that.
He might be right, but it's worth. Hey, dude, it's worth a shot. I mean, you want people to watch this show. And
nobody under 30 except the hardcore movie fans is ever going to watch the show ever again. They hate it.
Don't get me wrong, Dean. Part of me agrees with you. But it can't hurt to try.
I think that, my other major point is because, our friend Tony took to Facebook and said, I refuse to watch it because he finds Seth MacFarlane deplorable too. And I said, don't watch the first 5 minutes, because really that's the only currency a host has, is that opening monologue. And then you get to the awards, and no matter how you do it, it's the same award show every time.
Yeah,
I mean,
it really
you
is.
have a certain amount of awards to give out, and the host is irrelevant to that process.
You're not, obviously, the Oscars isn't your bag then if you're really basing it on a host. I could say, I will never watch the Oscars again. Johnny Carson is dead. I have no interest in it. But of course I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it every year.
They gave the honorary Oscar to somebody that named names during the McCarthy era.
That's right.
that I actually wanted to see that because
Yes.
I wanted to see the reaction. That's what you call good television.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I could have taken the moral ground and say, well, I'm picketing the Oscars. I'm just going to stay away from it this year. But, I mean, it's a show, and that's actually, no matter what the reaction, that would have been a highlight of the show. I don't know.
No, I agree with you, Jamie. I agree with you 100% here.
I'll be personally just holding my nose and watching. I won't, and I'll be glad to be proven wrong. Like I'll be like happy to be proven wrong. You know,
well,
it's really terrific and everything. That would be great.
Even you know this, Dean. I mean, all told, total, you'll probably get maybe 10, 12 minutes of the host
of
an
Oscar
telecast.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So
that's true.
That's of a 3-hour show.
3.5 probably. I mean,
that's true. I mean, that's not going to keep me away from watching it. I'll still watch it anyway.
Yeah, I didn't have a strong reaction one way or the other. It's sort of just like, okay, all right, Seth MacFarlane. Okay, next year, next year will probably be, maybe it will be Ricky Gervais, or maybe it will.
Hell, I'd rather have Louis C.K. up there.
Oh yeah, well he's brilliant. I mean
he's brilliant. I would welcome that. But here's the thing, we said this one. All right, when Jon Stewart, it doesn't matter who you get on there. They're almost either this is such smug people. They don't. I sometimes think someone like Jon Stewart is too good for them. And I think we might say the same thing about Seth MacFarlane or Louis C.K. They may be just. They might not fit in with the thing. They really, at the end of the day, we want someone like Billy Crystal who's going to kiss our ass.
Well, here's the problem with this. I mean, because a host, you want someone on the outside of that community, because the ones on the inside might not be as critical. You know, they might be a little bit weary of being critical. But at the same time, I mean, people on the outside aren't necessarily ratings guarantees. I mean, because people have thrown out, true movie stars that are capable of carrying a show. I'm not talking about Franco. I'm talking about possibly people like Robin Williams or Tom Hanks or somebody that carries a movie star pedigree.
Mel Gibson. That would be an awesome show.
Would you not watch the Oscars if Mel Gibson hosted?
I would watch it. I would DVR. I would burn it to DVD and sell it, because I think it would be I think that would be incredible. I would just
look if they really want ratings. If they really want ratings for it, they'd get somebody like Mel Gibson to host.
I agree. I'd much rather watch the Mel Gibson hosted Oscars.
If they're all about the ratings, that's what you do.
I would be tuning in. I'd be making sure I got there 15 minutes early. All that stuff. That's. There you go. Let's get Mel Gibson to host instead.
Mel Gibson,
because the audience will be like wall-to-wall Jews. I mean, it will be. That would be a great show.